How would you like to be sitting here with an answer to something? The answer to the question of something that I impose upon myself, and I know it has so much significance to all realities. The thing is, if you do not sew this together properly, it will not look like a jacket. So I will do it as slow as I can, as easy as I could, I will. If I can, then I could, then I shall, and I will, and the result will be the actuality. Okay, we're not going to design what we get out of the swastika, following lines, right? Can't put the line the other way, they'll run into each other. We can't count the soccer ball or the volleyball, but we will count the simplicities, okay? The simplicities are as follows. Can I hold this book up the way it is? In 6,000 years, if you go in increments of 400, okay, you will get 15, okay? 15 brings you to 3 years times 5 equals 15. 3 years times 5 and 1 year because of the leap year. The leap year, because of the jail in Monopoly, takes up 1/4. I'm already confused. But that's the way it is. It's 15. So I have to increase the value to 150 by 40. I go 150 times 40 around Monopoly. I go 150 times. The circle is 150, becomes 156. The 1 is in between of the 6, becomes 516. It's the light up of Mars in Saturn. Blue fire lights up in Saturn, 6,000 years. Now what we have to do is we have to remove. We have to remove all the corners. All the corner values are as so. In 6,000 years, which is 1,500 times 4, or 150 times around Monopoly, will leave me with 600 corners. 450 corners that we can land on, and 150 that take you to jail. The totality is 600, leaving you at 540 or 546, the Federation, leaving you with a value of adding on 3 more corners that you can't play is 585. 40, 40, 13, 13, 53, 53, 106, 166, 616 is the light. If we add on 150 to 540, it brings me to 555. 555, okay, in all actuality, is a total of 540. 3 hours and 40 minutes. 3 hours, 300, excuse me, let me do this. 5 hours at 60 minutes, okay, is 300. 6 hours at 60 minutes. 9 hours at 60 minutes. 9 hours at 60 minutes is 540. That is the most you can do. 7 and 8 is the gateway. So 9 hours times 60, okay, is 540. Plus 15 minutes will equal 555. But 15 hours and 15 minutes is 915 minutes. 15 hours and 15 minutes is 3:15 in the afternoon. 3-1 area, 31st area brings you to jail. 54 brings you to 555. That's the Mayan. 58, 5, it's the fire. It's a silver spirit. It brings you in the center of the heaven of 5 and 5. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6, 13 and 42. Pretty simple? Not really. I didn't explain it half as good as I thought. Therefore, it's 555 or 558.50. The total, okay, minus each other is 300. The same total in bowling, all zeros equal 6, is 366 divided by 2 worlds, okay, is 183. Divided by 3 worlds is 122, 122, 122, 22, 22, 22 is VVV. Life in 3, because Roman numerals and French language together. Now let's bring it into a number we understand. 5760, the New Year's of the year 2000. That was 144 times 40 equals to 5,760. 144 times around Monopoly equals to 5,760, or the year 2000. 3 times corners we remove, and 1 time corner removing 576, the gateway to the light. The total is 144 to jail and 432 vibration within, because we can't go to jail. We can't go minus or plus 10 from the corners of go, 30 and 10. We only can play with 30 on the board as creation played with 36, bringing me to one of 2 areas, either to reading or short line. 144 brings me to 5184. Why? We're going to remove 576. 576. 576 will bring me 5660. 5760, 5760, adding back the leap years just to show you it works. 432 is the vibration. Take the vibration from here. We have 53, the gateway to time heaven, the doorway. 58 is the blue world to the 6,000 years, because don't forget, God made the world. He started before. 2 circles, 15 times 15. The oval comes around, it equals 225. 225 minus 5775 plus the year he began to write out the blueprints, the 1 year for the square of God, equals to 5775 or 5776. Okay, in all reality, okay, I'm not going to give you the end result yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, okay, number 144, okay, and we add it back on here, 5184 from 57 equals to a total of 576. 5 by 7 is 35, or in the year 5775 or 5776. 1776 is 5, and 5 is 10. 0 equals 6, but it automatically 6 brings in the light. That's why 0 equals 6. It brings in the light, it becomes 7 automatically. But it brings in the light, and when it enlightens, it becomes a suit through the gateway. You following so far? Okay, 5760. So this totality is 144. Now what we have to do is we have to bring it to another 4 leap years. Bringing it to another 4 leap years, this one becomes 1 more. 4 more. This becomes 4 more. It becomes 436. So we're going to write this down. So we're going to bring on 4 more leap years. Where am I right now? 4 more leap years. Here, add 4 more cycle. Okay, to this becomes 5776, and then 1 more leap year, 1 cycle. The total will be 5. We'll bring it to 5780. And the reason for that is because of ABC. ABC and 4 and 7. The light, okay, to the exteriors. Here's your exteriors, okay, and here's your gateways, okay. That's 4 and 7. This is Christ. This is time. ABC is 1, 2, 3. When you multiply 1, 2, 3 by 47, it's 5780. It's 149 cycles. 149 times 40 equals 59. Excuse me, something's wrong. 144 times 40 equals 5760 plus 4. 4 more cycles of 4. Okay, 4 more cycles from 144. It has to go to 149. Why did it not work? 149 times 4 equals 5. 149 times 4 equals 149 times 40. Something's not working. I got 59. 144 times 40 equals 5760. Okay, now I'm going to do this separately. For some reason I can't calculate on a calculator. We bring 144 now. Okay, now this becomes this. 40 times 144. 144 times 40 equals this. Okay, what if we did this? 44 times 144. Is that the number? That's creation. What number would it have to be? 144. Let's not go there. Let's just do it my way. And now I'm already not liking this video. 144 times 40 around Monopoly brings me 5760. we're going to go again, not around Monopoly, but we're going to go around one cycle. Every 4 will become a cycle. I'm going to do 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. We're going to move 16 more around the board of Monopoly. You know where that takes you to? It takes you to in between Go to Jail and Free Parking, and you're on Pennsylvania Railway, number 16, 2016. You remember 2010? 10 becomes a 6. Well, 0 becomes a 6. Well, 2016 becomes the same number. JT. 26 and 16 is 42. That's the way it is. JA 42, TE. E and A make the O. So it's JO to TO. TO equals 35, electric company. JO equals love, joy, and equals 25. Jack, an electric company. Now, you may not understand it, but just understand this, that when we go from 5760 to the year 5776, which is this year, 2616, we have brought 4 leap years, a bar mitzvah, onto this side. When we calculate 5760, taking away all the corners, okay, taking away all the corners from the year 2000, we're left with 5184. Now let's check this out. 5184, and don't forget, we have to understand that it's 4 areas. It's 4 areas that had to come together to fill the void. So we have to multiply it by 5, okay, to bring it back into the center. This is only one part. 51 times 5 equals, 5184 times 5 equals 25,920. That is the Mayan count. Okay, if you flip it upside down, it becomes 26 or 62652, which is Venus, creation of Y and Y. Because when you bring 2 Y's together, they carry the coffin. Y, and then you put the Y over here, and this will carry Y, and Y will carry your box. Okay, whichever way, I'm not looking which way to do it, but you end up with eyes, and it turns into something. But again, I'm looking like hocus pocus right now. So do you understand? 144 plus 4 more cycles, only a piece of Monopoly. We went to Go. In the year 2000, we arrive at Go. But until we get to PA, Pennsylvania Railway, between Free Parking and Go to Jail, which is St. Charles Place in New York, 2060's 4 leap years brings us to 2016. And if we bring 1 more leap year to bring us to the end of the cycle, why the end of the cycle? Is because 43. Remember Grover Cleveland, take them away, DC? Okay, 43 times 47, which is the number of time in Christ, equals to 2021. And 123 times 47 equals to 5781. 5780 equals to the year 2020. Don't count the last one. God put us on Go before anything happened. Do you understand? So it takes 144, 12 times 12 times the cycle, removing the corners. Checking out Jail at 144, 1 corner itself, 12 by 12. And the total number of leap years in a row is 144 leap years at 40. And then point, a partial, 16 parts of 40, which the difference is 24. And if you want to see how that works, 8 is the difference between 16 and 24. 16 and 24 equal to 40. 8 and 6 equals to PHX. I like to just say bring on the phoenix, okay? Bring on the phoenix sun. Now, I don't know if you can understand or follow this whole thing. There's a lot more symmetrical numbers that come in with this, okay? Understanding that number 7, 7 times 7 is 49, the gateway brings on the moon. 8 times 8, which brings in creation, Zion, Israel, which brings into heaven. Man, 9 by 9 fits into 8. Where does it fit into 8? See G and G, what G and G do together? I have to bring these together. We have to turn these away and bring these together to understand. We have to run all the full designs. H and I live over here. They come from an outside world, the birth, they come into this world. When we draw the 2 lines with no space, you see the square in between here? There's no square in between here. 2 lines together automatically create this angle, okay? Otherwise, it's this angle. It's either this angle or it's an off angle. This is not the same because this is in between. It's through the square. Point to point, halfway through the square. Point to point, it is not halfway through the square. It's evenly divided. Here is your I and H, here is your I and H. This one and this one moves to here, this one moves to here. They must use up the whole checkerboard. The same thing we have to understand between this and this. It's this side and it's this side. When you're connecting together your DNA strands, or whichever way you want to play with this paper, and I'm not the best at it, you can see. I'm not even sure what I can do with this or this yet, but I know they fit in. 7286, Roku, Hashi, Ni, Sishi. Chi, Ni, Ti, Chi. This is all what the Chinese do. But it's Roku in 6 when I is present. But it's Hashi in 8, it's Ni in 2, and it's Sishi in 7. It says I and I twice in 7 because there's 2 gates. Roku brings the gold. U is the double world. This is only Chinese or Asian numerological thought. We have to understand that blue, that red, and yellow are the first 3 pool balls. It comes in with 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and then it becomes 9, 10, 11, which is 30. 30 and 6 becomes 36 creation. After the 36 creation, we end up with 4, we end up with 5, we end up with 6, but we'll use 4 and 6. 4 gets 12. That's purple, that's 16. 6 gets 14, that's 20. Okay, do you understand what we did? In order to get to the same numbers, we have to jump over the 5, 1, 3. This is the sun. This is the ace. The 5 ball and the 13 ball. Okay, this says ace and it says Mac. We're going to play the 4 ball and the 12 ball. This is DC. Then we're going to jump to the 6 ball and the 14 ball. This is going to be FN. Okay, this is going to be fun, and this is going to be DC. Okay, this is going to be 7. This is going to be, this is going to be 12 and 4, 16. And this is going to be 6 and 14 is 20, 20, 16 one more time out of pool. What was in between? This ball over here. We're not going to count the 1 ball. We're not going to count the 7 ball. We're not going to count the 15 ball. Okay, so we're going to take the 1 and the 9 is 10. Then we're going to take the 7 and 15 is 22. 22 and 10 is 32, and that's the gateway. We're not going to count them because it's the borderline. We want inside the border. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, bringing together 25,900 Mayan years. Understanding Nibiru is Ru is inside Roku, and Hashi and Ni is inside 2, 8, and 7, which is the gateway of the split worlds. I don't know how they did it. I can't do this alone. I only can open up the world of numbers and the difference in games people play. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. What am I doing? I don't want to look at my face. I want to look at the camera, so I'm blocking it out. Thank you again.